Hey guys, and welcome to another ASMR video on my channel. Now, on YouTube, conspiracy theories are really popular, and there's plenty of ASMR conspiracy theories. But I thought, let's put our own twist on it and do some football conspiracy theories. So that's what we're going to be going through today. I have four conspiracy theories that I'm going to talk about. And yeah, it should be good. You'll notice that I'm not doing an out-and-out whisper, but I am in fact doing a sort of mixture between whispering and soft-spoken. People who know me won't describe me as soft-spoken in any way whatsoever, so I think this is the best that I can do. So yeah, with the video properly introduced, I think we should get into the conspiracy theories. So let's get started with number 1. Howard Webb was a Man United fan / 12th player. So, when Howard Webb, difficult name to say actually, was refereeing in the Premier League, opposition fans to Man United would moan every time he was assigned to them. And they believed that Webb always gave Man United a helping hand. And images of Howard Webb in Man United shirts became memes, but for some it wasn't just a joke. They genuinely believed that he was helping them. So, in the games he refed, this is like some evidence to back it up almost. Not. In the games he refed, he only ever gave 1 penalty against them, but gave 7 penalties for them. However, they had a win percentage of 62 with him refereeing, and to be honest, I don't really think that's a high enough percentage to suggest he was cheating. And given the fact that another referee would have officiated 31 plus other games for them across the season, I don't think Webb would have really had any bearing on where they finished in the table. In 2015, Howard Webb joked that he, ever since he retired, Man United hadn't been the same team and they had got worse. And while this was a joke, there's some things you just don't joke about. And this confirmed to many people that he was in fact helping them when he was refereeing. I think it's a load of rubbish. I think Man United's success during the time Howard Webb just happened to be refereeing came from Sir Alex, and when Sir Alex retired, that's when Man United went down. They went down now. But yeah, I don't think there's much weight in that, to be honest. So. But yeah, that was football conspiracy theory number 1. Now, got a slightly longer one. That's what she said. Number 2. The selection of Qatar for the World Cup 2022 was driven by oil and money. So, in 2010, it was announced that Qatar would host the 2022 World Cup. And if you're a footy fan, instantly this throws up some red flags, in my opinion. The theory is that FIFA opted for money rather than this footballing experience. Now, many people would view this as more of a controversy than a conspiracy, due to the alleged evidence that was released, but the key word is alleged here. I don't want to get into any trouble by accusing Qatar of anything, so this is all alleged, and it is a conspiracy, and it is probably not true. Okay. So, in 2011, an email was publicised revealing the 2022 bid was successful through bribery from Mohammed bin Hammam, who was the president of the Asian Football Confederation. Now, a whistleblower, a snitch, alleged that several African officials were paid $1.5 million each by Qatar. Allegedly. Now, 3 years later, so this is something that has gone on, the investigation's gone on for a long time. In March 2014, it was alleged that a company linked Qatar's successful World Cup bid paid committee member Jack Warner and his family almost $2 million. And in June 2014, the Sunday Times claimed to have documentary evidence of bin Hammam paying more than $5 million to football officials to support the bid. And this is where it gets a bit like, oh, maybe this has some weight to it. Anyways, the CEO of Qatar Airways lashed out, saying the allegations were made because certain people didn't want the World Cup to be held into Qatar, and the claims were made out of envy and mistrust. Interesting. Now, in 2019, so skipping forward again a few years, Qatari state-run TV channel Al Jazeera secretly offered $400 million to FIFA for the broadcast. So in 2019, so skipping forward a few more years, according to leaked documents, the Qatari state-run news channel Al Jazeera secretly offered $400 million to FIFA for the broadcasting rights to the World Cup, and this was made just 21 days before Qatar's successful bid was announced. And allegedly an additional $480 million were offered by the state of Qatar government. Now, since all of this, former UEFA president Michel Platini was arrested in June over the rewarding of the 2022 World Cup to Qatar. So that in itself suggests that there was some corruption. There's also been a load of other controversies around Qatar for the World Cup to do with treatment of foreign workers and things like that, but I won't get into that. But yeah, definitely seems dodgy, the reasons behind Qatar getting the bid, but you know, it's all alleged. So now, conspiracy theory number 3. So this is a good one. So the conspiracy theory states that Arsenal poisoned Tottenham to beat their rivals to the Champions League. So, to set the scene, Spurs were on course to qualify for the Champions League for the first time for the first time ever in the 2005-6 season, as well as finish above Arsenal for the first time in a decade. All they needed to do was match whatever the Gunners did in the last day of the season. And they had a game against West Ham, who had absolutely nothing to play for, so on paper it should have been an easy game. However, the night before the game, staying in a hotel in Canary Wharf, a load of the players fell sick and violently ill after eating what was alleged to be bad lasagna. Crazy. So, Michael Carrick, Robbie Keane, Edgar Davids, Michael Dawson, Aaron Lennon and Teemu Taino were just a handful of the key players who were wiped out, and that really rid Tottenham of the core of their team. The Premier League rejected their request to postpone the match, and conspiracy theorists point the finger at Arsenal Football Club, claiming it was a sabotage effort from their rivals. Spurs did in fact lose to West Ham, and Arsenal secure the final Champions League spot in the last game of the season. And the confirmed source of this mystery bug is still a mystery, despite people claiming it was dodgy pasta. I honestly think it's too much of a coincidence, and while I wouldn't throw allegations at anyone, I kind of want it to be true. I think it would be funny if some Arsenal fans, I mean obviously the players were all okay so it's fine, but if Arsenal fans went to that length to secure that their team got Champions League, well, I almost rate the commitment. But absolutely mental. Anyway, on to the fourth and final conspiracy theory. And this states that Nike forced Ronaldo, that's R9, to play in the 1998 World Cup final. At the time of 1998, Ronaldo was the world's biggest footballer. And that's not a fat joke, but in terms of how successful he was and how amazing he was. Because he did turn out to get quite fat, didn't he? Oops. And he had just recently become the most expensive player in history. Now, Brazil reached the finals of the World Cup, where they would face hosts France. And Brazil submitted their team sheet, and Ronaldo wasn't on it, and this caused tremors around the footballing world. But they then shortly after submitted a second team sheet with him on it. Now, he had in fact suffered a fit in the hours before the game, but he insisted that he was fine. However, he clearly was not, and many believe that Nike had in fact forced him to play, as they had invested a lot of money in him, and into the Brazil team as well. So, if this is true, the irony is that France won the final, with the show being firmly run by Zinedine Zidane, who was sponsored by Adidas. He just couldn't write it, so in a way, obviously Ronaldo turned out to be okay after, but in a way, that's just karma for Nike if that's true, but again, it's alleged, and I don't know if that's true, but make your own mind up. But yeah, that is all of the conspiracy theories, football conspiracy theories, that I have on me. I don't think this video is too long, but do let me know if you'd like me to make this a series, if I should find some more, and maybe in a few weeks come back to it. I might venture out into broader, just non-football conspiracy theories as well, make that a series, sort of do one in detail per episode, because some conspiracy theories really interest me, especially that the moon landing in 1969 was fake, because I believe that was fake, I really do. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Just do let me know if you'd like to see more conspiracy theory videos on the channel. So I thank you guys and girls, if there are any girls watching. I thank you for watching this video. If you could leave a like, that would be amazing. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.